Hello. Oh, why am I suspicious? We're off to a bad start. Okay. Hello. Hello. I may regret this stream entirely. I don't know yet. I feel like I'm gonna regret this stream. But I'm here and we're gonna do more math, and we're gonna do math that I don't know how to do, which is the scariest part. I don't mind learning new things. It's not even new things. It's been so long that I haven't done it in a while. That I'm worried that I'm going to be made fun of. Are you guys going to make fun of me when I get the problems wrong? And I don't plan on doing this like I did before, like where I solved all the problems and then went to the answer key. I plan on using the answer key as a tool to help me learn how to solve these problems. So like I'm going to like this first one I think I can do on my own. But after that, I plan on quantum mechanics with Poppy. No quantum mechanics. No, thank you. But after the first problem, I think I'm gonna scroll back and forth. I plead the fifth, but I also don't judge. I feel like you're gonna judge me. I feel like I'm gonna get judged. I probably deserve it though. How could I, a potential math tutor, have forgotten how to do something as simple as use the rules of exponents? Aha. Why are there fractions in there? What's that all about? You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. We'll switch over to the math screen. Which I think I got a pretty good setup for the math. I think I did pretty good getting it set up, that way you guys can see what I'm doing. I think I did a pretty good job. I'm so nervous. I'm so anxious about this. It's nerve-wracking not knowing what you're doing in front of other people, but I didn't want to just not stream, but I also have to get this done. So I decided I'm going to stream it so I can get it done. You're more or less my study buddies, okay? You guys are going to be my study buddies, and you're not going to judge when I get the answer wrong. Still stuck at math? Yeah, we only did half of it this morning, so we have to do the other half tonight. We only got half of it done. I was supposed to get the whole thing done. I only did half, so we have another whole half of the test to take. And it's the harder half. It got harder. So I'm nervous. Brand new TV show called Math Teaching with Poppy. It's just Poppy crying because she doesn't know how to do the problem. That was only half? That was only half! That was only half! We still have another half of a test to take. Or a pre-test is technically what it is. It's a pre-test. It's a practice test. We are so back, bros. We're so back. Okay. We're gonna dive right in. Hopefully this doesn't take another 2 hours. She says with a yawn. Yes, I say with a yawn. Alright, here's the math. Here is the math, guys. Here it is. This is what we got to work with. Simplify using exponent rules, and we got exponents and stuff. That's 2 streams one day. 2 streams one day. It's algebra. This is Math 101 for college algebra. That's what we're doing. We're doing Math 101. All right. All right. So let's just dive right in. Let's just dive right in. All to the negative second power. So this is the problem we're working on. I just wrote it so it's bigger. So the first thing that stands out to me is that x to the 0 is just 1. So we can just ignore that. We don't need to worry about that. So we're not going to worry about that. We're going to just pretend that it never existed. Now let's work inside the parentheses real quick. 3, y to the negative 4, y to the 1 is gonna be y to the -4 minus -5, y to the 5th. Y to the 5th. And then... I can't dive in, I'll get hurt. It looks more like summoning something with those tongues. It's basic algebra. This is algebra 1. This is algebra 1 material, chat. It's okay. I believe in us. This is all to the -2nd power. 1 over, no, that's gonna be, it's not gonna be 1 over, it's gonna be y to the 10th all over 9. I think. I think this is the answer. Like I said, these problems I don't really know what I'm doing. So we're going to use the answer key a lot as a study tool. We're on chapter 8. Hey, we got the answer right. So we don't have to use it as a study tool because we got it right. So we got the first one done. Good for us. We did it. I believe that you can do it. I'm just here for to ride along. You can take the credit too. You can, when we get this done, you can take the credit and say that you helped Poppy with her math homework. I'll allow that. Alright, this is the problem we're working with. 2x to the power of half times 3x to the power of 1/3. Hi, Roderick! Welcome in! I'm Moral Support Axolot. Moral Support Axolot! We just got a follow. I didn't expect to get any follows today. I didn't expect any follows. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome, MC. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the igloo. I'm very tiny today. That way we can make room for the math board. I'm not normally this small, I promise. I'm much bigger than this. I'm a physics student. How can I not follow? We don't do math all the time. We do math very, very occasionally. I'm working on getting a new job as a math tutor, so I need to brush up on my math skills. I gotta brush up on... I normally do gaming. I'm normally a gaming streamer. I do games. Alright, let's do this multiplication. 2 times 3 is 6. And then we have to do 1/2 plus 1/3. You don't really need the parentheses, but I like them. Okay, to add fractions, you need the same denominator. We're going to make the same denominator of 6. 6x. 3 6 plus 2 6 is equal to 6x to the power of 5 6. And do I have to reduce any more? Do they want me to do the whole thing where, like, you make it the 5th root to the power of 6? Is that what he wants? I don't know what he's looking for. I don't... Miss Poppy, can I use the bathroom? It's may I use the bathroom? And yes, you may. I don't actually know if that's actually correct. I just feel like being sassy. I'm just feeling... Okay, so that is just the answer. It's just 6x to the 5 6. Okay. Alright. Alright, we got an answer. We got ourselves an answer there. What was that? Was that a big sip? That was a big sip. That was a big sip. Can you talk to me about astrophysics, chemistry, planets, biology, and all the other ologies except math? Just not the math. How are you going to do chemistry without math? It's all... Now, you can't go to the bathroom until the other person gets back. Only one person in the bathroom at a time. We're not throwing a party in the bathroom. Alright. Only one student at a time may use the bathroom. You have to wait till your friend gets back, okay? I'm sorry if they're having an episode in there. You're gonna have to wait a while. But the buddy system. We do not have the buddy system with the bathroom. No buddy system in the bathroom. This is rough. These are some rough looking problems, let me tell you right now. Alright, what about support systems? I support the buddy system. No buddy system in the bathroom. No. Alright, we start off with a strong -3 here. Okay, we get X. We have 1/4 minus -½ so plus 1/2. And then we have all over. We're just gonna do this all on the upside, and then if it ends up being negative, we'll just flip it over. But that's definitely gonna be negative. We're gonna put that in the denominator. I lied. No, I need to reverse the order of this. Ah, God. Okay, y 1/6 plus 1/3. It's 1/3, right? Yeah. Alright, now we have to do some adding of fractions again, which these ones are easier to add. These ones should go a little better. Are these fractions on fractions? Fractures on fractures. This is pretty, this is the end of the semester kind of stuff. So it gets a little more in depth, but it is still Math 101. 1/4 plus 1/2 is 3/4. 1/6 plus 1/3 is 1/6 plus 2/3, which is 3/6, which is half. Alright, that's my best guess. Let's go check. Yay! Okay, apparently I do know what I'm doing a little bit. Apparently I understand a small fraction of what I am doing. We're getting somewhere. That's a 4. That's a 4 right there. Just envision that being a 4, okay? It's like alchemy, but you have to find out the recipes to create the elements using existing elements. Yeah, that's chemistry. Just wait till we get fractions on fractions that are more fractions. Yeah, fractions on fractions with more fractions. Lots of fractions. Alright, this next problem looks rough. I'm not excited. -2 x to the 5/6 all times 3x to the 1/2 minus 4x to the -1/3. Alright, we can't combine these because they have different exponents. Okay, okay, we can do this. We can do this, guys. We can do this. We just have to add fractions. That's not that bad. It's not that bad. We can just add the fractions together. We got this. I just remember I saw a VTuber trying to do, or VTuber trying to do basic math and failed at 11 times 11. 121. I know my squares. Because I'm a square. $111. You know what? That's close enough for me, Ammonia. I'll give you credit for it. Is this for an actual test? No. So basically what's happened is I am applying to be a tutor at a math adult education facility. And in order to do that, I have to prove my math skills. And it's been a while since I've done math. So I have to brush up on my math skills That way when they ask me to prove, do you know how to do linear equations, I can be like, yes, yes I do, and show them that I can do it. I don't know if we're even going to get this far in the in their adult education material, because this is technically college level. So I don't know if this is, I might just be going above and beyond, but we want to cross all our T's and dot all our I's, you know? I don't want to look like a fool when they go and ask me questions, you know? Alright, so negative 6x 1/2 plus 5/6 plus 8x negative 1/3 plus 5/6. Alright, we have to do some fraction addition again. Okay, so this section really is all about, do you know how to add fractions? Because if you don't know how to add fractions, this section's gonna be impossible. But as long as you can add fractions, you're gonna do alright. Alright. Adult education, like people who didn't get their high school diploma. So if you didn't get your high school diploma and you want to get your GED, or let's say you got your high school diploma but you want to go back to college and it's been like 10 years since you've done any mathematics, you'd go to these adult education places that will teach you and reteach you the math. That way you can go back into college with a little bit of a step up. And it's free for the student. At least it is for the students in this facility. I don't know if it is for all facilities. And some courses are free. Some courses are not free. But I think the math one is free. Not all of them are free, though. Only some of them are free. Uh, 4/3 plus 8x 1/2. Alright, that's what we got. This is not high school material. This is college material. But I want to, the first half of it was high school material. The second half of it is all college stuff. But I want to make sure I know what I'm doing. Negative 6. Yeah, I think that's what I have. Yeah, that's what I have. Yeah. Yeah. We got it right. Negative 6x to the 4/3 plus 8x to the 1/2. Alright, next problem. We're into the cube roots. We're doing cube roots of stuff. You took yours at an adult transition center. I've never heard of called that, but that does did some similar stuff in high school. It's not uncommon to do algebra in high school. It is pretty I have so many chats going on. I'm so excited that you guys are so excited about math. This is phenomenal. There's so much chat happening though, and I'm trying not to miss any of it. This looks like hieroglyphics. I'm sure the first couple pages probably were a little easier. The first couple pages were just linears and stuff like that. We already did 2 pages worth of math. We did this morning. I got 2 problems wrong. I got this problem wrong and I got this problem wrong. Think she's casting spells, burn her. Burn the witch. Gonna still have a hard time on the first question. Graphing can be difficult. People have a lot of trouble visualizing graphing. Should have gone into medicine or law, something that would give me a PhD. Do you want to be a doctor? Like, not necessarily a medical doctor, but have a doctorate. You want a doctorate? Alright. The cube root of negative 27 p to the power of 6. Is that 9 to the power of 18? Is that what that's supposed to be? Is that a typo? Yeah, that's supposed to be to the power of 18. Okay. Right? Yeah. And then, where's the problem? Q to the power of 19. 18. I knew what I meant. I knew what I meant! Alright, I haven't done cube roots in a while. So cube roots, you have to split everything into 3 instead of 2. Alright, so what multiplies by three times together to get to 27? 9 times 3... 9 times 3 is 27, so I guess it would be 9. Yeah, because 9 cubed... It'd be negative 9, actually. Because... negative 9 cubed is negative 27. Alright, we're gonna do it the way he did it. We're gonna break everything down into cubes first. Three and 6. Okay. I think I should have done that the other way around. I think I should have put the 3s on the outside and the 2s on the inside. Is that the way I'm supposed to do it? Is I'm supposed to flip it around? No, he did it this way. He did it this way. Alright. I think it would make more sense the other way. Alright, so then we end up with the 3 and 3 cancel and leave us with negative 9. The p cubed cancels and leaves us with p squared. The q cubed. Try and figure that one. Q cubed. That's awful. Who would do that? Who would write this? What professor wrote this? I don't even remember which professor this was. I never really interacted with professors while I was a tutor. The tutoring happened at the library, separate of the professors. Let's go, Professor Poppy! Thank you so much for the cheer, Cow King. I appreciate it. And look, I got my alerts. That way they're layered properly. The alert pops up on top of the math now. Alright, and this is Q to the 6th. Alright, just one moment. My mom needs my assistance. Where's my BRB screen? Okay. Okay. I'm here. I'm getting comfy again. My mom is doing a... Wait, Poppy not noticing it's -3 and the answer sheet is my spirit animal. Wait, is it supposed to be -3? Oh, it's supposed to be -3? Where's the -3 coming in? I have to go down to the answer sheet anyways. This is chapter 8, number 1D. Okay. What? I thought this was supposed to be... What question am I on? Oh, I'm on E, not D. We're on E. 3 times 3 times 3. Yeah, 3 cubed. I want, oh. I want 3 cubed, right. For some reason I really want it to be 9 though. I still want it to be 9, even now. Even right now I want it to be 9. But I think you're right, because -3 cubed is what equals -27. That's a negative sign. It just kind of blurs into the plus sign. Or into the equal sign. You can't see it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright. So, oh, we were going down to the answer key. E. -3p squared q6. Now that we have the -3 there, I think that's right. Yes. Where's my board is all wrong. -3p squared q6. Alright. Alright. I'm a little discombobulated now that I've been pulled away, but we're gonna get through it anyways. Perform the indicated operations. Alright, we need to add them. Or, well, one of them is subtract, but we need to combine them. How are we gonna combine them? Okay. 5 square roots of 3 minus the square root of 27 plus 2 square roots of 48. 27 can be broken into 9 times 3, which would be 3 square roots of 3. 48 can be broken into... What can 48 be broken into? 3... 16, I think? You can't see over there. Yeah, okay, 16. So 16 times 3. So we get 5 square roots of 3 minus 3 square roots of 3 plus 8 square roots of 3. And then this we can just add the coefficients. Or are they called coefficients? Add the first numbers. I don't know exactly what I'd call them. So 5 minus 3 is -2, plus 8 is +6, so 6 square roots of 3. Ew, math? Nah, math good. Not you. Oh, I did it wrong. Okay. Was it my... It's my basic arithmetic I did wrong. No, not the arithmetic. I put -2. It's supposed to be +2. Not the arithmetic. 5 minus 3 is +2, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. Geography is better? I'm so bad at geography. I can't remember where anything is. Me and geography are not good. But I'm glad you have a subject that you like. It's always good to have a subject that you're fond of. If you hate everything, it's it's gonna suck. But if we only hate some things, that's much better. I have a little sip. I don't know when it came up though. This minute. There we go. Liked your law classes in college? That sounds like fun. I feel like I wouldn't like them, but geography and history. I mean, I feel like that makes sense though, because geography and history go hand in hand. A lot of history happens because of the geography. Like, certain wars wouldn't have happened if it happened because places are side by side. If those places weren't side by side, they wouldn't have gone to war, kind of idea. You know? That's kind of what's going on. I don't know what you're talking about, Kumar. That's kind of why I'm ignoring it, because I don't know what you're talking about. Your teaching classes don't know proper English word for it, though. Teachings class. Education? Like you're going to class to be a teacher? Is that what you're saying? You went to class to be a teacher? Oh, a kindergarten teacher! That's so cute! That's so cute and wholesome! We need kindergarten teachers. We need people to teach those little rascals. Those little deviant creatures. Oh, God. Kindergartners scare the daylights out of me. They'll bite you. They will straight up bite you. Like, you're just teaching along, like, hey, we're gonna do some basic math today. If I have this many and I add this many, how many do I have? Chomp. And then all of a sudden you got a kid on your arm. And it's just so crazy. I can't handle it. I taught third graders for a little while, and even they were a lot. At least they didn't bite, though. At least the ones I had didn't bite. If it was only biting. Oh, God, no. Oh, God, kindergartners. I'm just copying down the problem. I need to write smaller. Or I can write a little bit on the white. There's no reason I can't write on the right. White on... Oh my god. And then, where's the problem? Minus the square root of 75x plus 3 square roots of x. Alright, well, off the start, we have two that are already evenly, like, I can just combine. I combine 6x square roots of x and 3 square roots of x to get 9 square roots of x. But then I have to combine these guys somehow. That I don't know how to do, because there's no square in the x. Oh, well, I guess I can take out a number. I can take out a whole number instead of just... I can take 25 out of this one. Oh. I didn't mean to erase that. We're looking for perfect squares to take out. So, like, 25 is a perfect square. We can take 4 out of this one. Because 4 is a perfect square. I'm not copying all this down. So then we have 9 square roots of x from combining the 6 square roots and the 3 square roots. Plus 2 square roots 3x minus 5 square roots 3x which would then give me 9 square roots of x. This time it is actually -3. This time we actually are going in the negatives. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this time we actually want negative numbers. Adolescents are still scarier. Yeah. Kindergartens you might be able to reason with. I forgot the 4. This 4? This 4 became this 2. Is there another 4? Oh, this 4. I did forget that 4. So this would be 8. And then... oh my god, erase. And then that'd be plus 8 minus 5 is 3. Alright, so we ended up with the plus. Forgot. I forgot the 4. Oh no. Alright, let's go check. What's problem is this? 2A? Or no, this is 2B. 2B or not 2B? There we go. We got the right answer. Are you the math penguin? I don't know any other penguins that do math, so I guess so. But I'm not that perfect at math. I just enjoy it. I don't have to be good at it to enjoy it, okay? I can do plenty of math but poorly without and still have a good time. Are you enjoying that? Hi, Ripley! Welcome in! We're doing some math. Don't be afraid. Be not afraid. It's just math. It's okay. What do refreshing math take? Alright, so 2... the gremlin got in. Cube roots. That's in that. Cube roots of 81... x cubed y to the 4th plus 3xy cube roots of 24y. Why? I make that joke a lot. She's gonna eat all your cheese. If she needs my cheese, she can have my cheese. I have emergency vampire crucifix, so I'm okay. But the crucifix defends you from math? Oh, I need to do that. That way you can see what I'm doing. Alright, 2. Let's not forget the 2. Alright. Cube root of 81 would be... is that the one that would be 9? 9 cubed? No, 9 squared is 81. What am I thinking? 9 times 9. Wait. Wait, what? Wait, what? My brain short-circuiting. What can I pull out of this? What can I pull out of this? What can I pull out of it 3 times? There has to be something. Is 81 a perfect cube? I don't think it is, because it's a perfect square. If you sing math, it isn't too scary. I'm gonna go check out the answer key. This is 2C. Nope. Nope. $27? Wait, what is he doing? He's pulling out... What on earth is he doing? Okay, okay, let's see if I can figure out what he's doing. He pulled out 3Y. Because I guess there's 3Y in both of them. Okay, I'm gonna try and do this my own way. I'm gonna ignore him. Is 27 a perfect cube? I think we already determined that it is. I think we did already. Because I think it's 3. Yeah. So we'll do 27 times 3 x cubed y to the y1 y cubed. I'm just gonna try and simplify one section at a time right now. 6, 7. No 6, 7. So we can pull out a 3, an x, and a y, and get left over 3y. Okay, okay. And then let's look at the other part. 24. 3 times 8. 8 is a perfect cube. So we'd get 3xy times 2 3y. Alright, so then, and then we have no 6, 7. And then we have 6 xy cube. These are cube roots. Cube root 3y plus 6 xy. Oh, these end up being the same. Cube root 3y. So that's just... Is it 12xy? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. But let's go check. That doesn't feel right, you know? It's all about the vibes, and it's not giving off the right vibes. Oh, but it is right. The vibes are off, but the answer is right. Okay. We got there. I don't know what he did. I don't understand his method in the slightest, but I got there using my own method, so that's fine. That's what page are we on? 12? Okay, that's fine. Alright, we got there one way or another. He wrote it all weird. He wrote it all weird and junk. I don't like the way he wrote it. I don't like the way he wrote it out. Okay, we have more. We have more. Still support me though? Oh, thank you! Is there something that I've done to diminish support? What if, is it the math? Is it the math? I bet you it's the math. Alright. We have to do some multiplication. The cube root of 3x try that again. The cube root of 3x times the cube root of x squared plus 3 cube roots of 4y. Alright, now we have to multiply these in. I don't actually understand this much. How do you multiply them in? Because it'd be... Do you just multiply the insides together? Would it be the cube root of 3x cubed? Is that what it would be? Plus 3 cube roots of 12xy? Is that... And then simplify down from there? Is that what you do? I don't know. I don't want to go too far and then have it be wrong and then have me memorize it the wrong way. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm on the right track. Oh, that's the other than reducing this out, that's the final answer. Alright, alright. The route less traveled. Oh, I gotta erase that. I don't want that wiggle there. Roots are just a fun way to write exponents that have fractions. That is true. That is true. Oh, I should just write this over here. All right. Now for another one. Okay, this one looks trickier. This one looks a lot trickier. Okay. They just keep getting harder. The problems, they just multiply in difficulty. And I'm not thrilled about it. Alright, we're gonna have to do some distributive properties. Alright, I'm gonna write this out very long ways. This is gonna be unnecessarily long, just know that. Plus 6 square roots of 10 plus, no, minus 3 5 squared. Alright, so that's going to give me 2 times 2, which is 4. 4 minus the 10 square roots of 10, or the square root of 10, 1 square root of 10 plus 6 square roots of 10, negative 1 square roots of 10. It's going to give me negative 5, no, positive 5 square roots of 10 minus 15. Can I break down this? Yeah, 4. No. I can't break down. 5 and 2. Yeah, I can't break down the square root of 10 anymore. Okay. 4 minus... my dog is drinking water very aggressively. It is a very aggressive big sip. Okay, he's good. He's good. Negative 11 plus 5 square roots of 10. Let's go check. Oh, I have to take a big sip too, just because my dog is taking a big sip. I also have to take a big sip. Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. Negative 11 plus 5 square roots of 10. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it right. I'm doing it correctly. Alright, well, we got this last one. The square root is oh god, I have to do... Now, I know that there's a quick little formula for it's... How do we do a plus b squared? Is it a squared plus 2ab plus b squared? I think that's right. Scribble, scribble, scribble. I got these problems wrong consistently every time in high school. Oh. There you go. I got these problems wrong like every time in high school. Because I just couldn't remember that 2ab part. I just left it out every time. Square root of 7 plus the square root of 3x all squared. Alright, so a squared is just 7 plus 2 square roots of 21x plus 3x. 21 can be broken down. 1 and 21, 2, no. 3 and 7, no. Alright, that can't be broken down anymore. Alright, I don't know what order he wants this answer in, but I think this is just the answer. One peek of this lets me know that I'm out of my league. This is a foreign language to me. It's okay. So now it's burned into your brain. Yes, I got it wrong so many times. My teacher started just having me write it on paper, like just write it down. Like, you know the old school write this down till you remember it kind of punishment? She did that, but unironically. Like, write this stupid formula down because you're never gonna get it right if you don't start writing it down. Hence why I saw it pop up and I immediately wrote it down because I'm traumatized. Alright, let's go check the answer. Yeah, that's the answer. Alright, we got the answer. Alright, divide square root of 48 all over the square root of 3. That's not too difficult, I don't think. Alright, we'll start with that. And then 48 divided by 3. 48 divided by... What goes into 48 3 times? 16? Is it 16? Yeah, it's 16. This worked in biology class for me. Math was always Greek to me. Well, you see, Axelot, math being Greek to you might not be that far off from the truth because it is, a lot of it is very Greek. There's a lot of Greek symbols when you get into math. The answer is just 4. I'll do the next one and then I'll check both of them. The cube root of 125 over 8. Well, both of these are perfect cubes. I believe 125 is a perfect cube of 25. No, that would be way too big. What would it be a perfect cube of? Not... Would it be 5? Yeah, it'd be 5. I know it ends in a 5. Whatever it ends in a 5, and it is 5. And then 3 is 2. Or 8 is 2. So we'd get 5 over 2. Alright, let's go check those two answers. Four, 5 over 2, and the next one, oh, the next one's gonna be trickier. Okay. That's okay. We can do a trickier one. We got 2 easy ones in a row. We deserve a trickier one, okay? I don't want to do a trickier one. Alright, alright. 28 x to the 5 y cubed all over square root of 7x. Alright, so let's put this under the same root. How am I coming up with those answers? With math. With math. I do math and then I come up with answers. Sometimes the math is wrong and that makes the answers wrong. But sometimes the math is right and then the answers are right. We're gonna put these under the same sign. 28 goes into 7 4 times, right? I'm so bad with 7s. I'm pretty sure it's 4 though. I'm like pretty certain it's 4. Alright, so I can take 2 out. I can take an x squared out. And I can take a y out. And that leaves me with y. Sorry I'm not doing too much explanations. I'm really just trying to get this done. $28 doesn't go into 7. 7 goes into 20. You knew what I meant. You knew what I meant, Kami. You knew what I meant. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Alright. Next page. Oh, and I've been checking the answers as I go. So I can get my red marker out. This is for me. This is because I want the satisfaction of the check marks. Alright. The check marks are for me, okay? Use the product rule to simplify. Oh, wait. This is the answer key. What happened? Did they get put in out of order? Page 3, page 6. What? What's going on here? I'm not done. There's another page. I guess it's this page? Maybe I accidentally dragged it over. Maybe. Now it's back to there. Oh, I made it 5.1. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. I think I'm back in order now. Yeah, I think they're back in order. Okay. Alright, so that means we have more dividing problems. Well, how do you do that? That's already done. You can't make that any more done than that I can picture. Oh, you don't want the radical in the denominator? Okay. I guess I can accept that. So he wants me to get the radical out of the denominator. And to do that, I have to multiply both. Oh, I don't want to do the work over here because this is where I write the answer. I don't know why. I don't fully understand why I can't have the radical in the denominator. I know it's not allowed. Like, now that he mentions it, I know. But I don't fully understand why. It comes up a lot in trigonometry. Alright, so then this is going to be the same thing. This is going to be the same kind of setup here. Where I multiply both sides by square root of 12x. Or wait. I can reduce this first. I can make this 4 2 cube root. And then multiply by this. And then get 3x all over 6x. Which then this would reduce to be 1 over 2x. I think. I did that really fast. I did that a lot faster than I should. I think I also did it partially off screen. So yeah. Yeah, okay, I got it right. I was looking at this one. I'm like, what? But no, I got it right. Okay. All right. Okay. It's math. Hi, Ghosty! Is pi rational? I think pi is an irrational number, isn't it? It's inspirational. Oh, I feel like I have a bloody nose again. What's up with that? Alright, this one we have to multiply by... It's not the reciprocal, it's the... Oh, I'm not going to remember what it's called. Why are my eyes closed? Wake up, Poppy. Come on. Alright, we might have to relaunch Poppy. Poppy took a nap. Alright, we got Poppy back. Okay. Poppy fell asleep because of math. You could just imagine dividing it out with the decimals. Having a quick trouble with a verify bot on Discord. Someone help me. I'm bad with technology. Is Dan here? Can Dan help BitRock Man? I don't know how to do it myself because I've never had to do it. I think you have to read the rules and, like, react to it or something. I'm not 100% sure. You did, and it's still not working. I don't actually. Does anybody in chat know how to help Bit? Because you guys have done it. You guys have done it before. I haven't done it. I'm also bad with technology. I am technologically illiterate in most situations. remember these kind of problems from calculus. They're the difference of squares, which is then just going to be 7 minus 3 on the denominator, isn't it? Yeah, 7 minus 3 on the denominator. Okay. And the numerator is going to be a hot mess, but the denominator is just going to be 7 minus 3. A square minus a square rule. A squared minus b squared rule. Yeah. The numerator is going to be a... is going to be a whole mess. But the denominator is going to be 7 minus 3. Okay, how do I do this numerator part? Okay. 7 plus 3 times 7 plus 3. If I put it in parentheses, will it make more sense in my head? Is this the 2AB thing again? Am I doing that again? Is that a squared plus 2ab all plus b squared? Am I doing that all? MC says yeah. MC says yeah. I trust MC. So that'd be 7 plus 2 square roots of 21 plus 3. The square root of 21 I can't break down anymore. I'm doing something wrong. I'm not doing something wrong. I'm not doing something wrong at all. I'm doing something very right. Okay. Why does it feel like I'm doing something wrong? It feels like this is wrong, but it says that it's right. It just feels like it's not right. Wait in the server for a bit before it'll let me verify. It shouldn't. It should have just let you right through. I don't know why it didn't before. Solve for X. Oh god, I don't know what X is. I don't know how to solve for X. Okay. I'm actually clueless. I'm not joking this time. 10x plus 5 minus 1 is equal to 2x. Well, I'm going to start by putting the radical alone, I think. Then I'll square both sides. Plus 2ab 4x plus 2. No. It's b squared. So it'd just be 1. Okay. I'm fully guessing here. Okay, let's go check and see if the first half of my guess is right. If I'm on the right track. This is 5, chapter 8, 5. Okay, I'm on the right track. Let's finish it up. I'm on the right track. It's funny thinking about how much computing is being done so that we can all watch you solve math problems by hand. There is a lot of computer stuff being computed. Don't know what to do, knows what to do almost immediately. It's more of an educated guess. More of a pattern recognition over anything else. 4x squared, 4x minus 6x, 5 minus 1 minus 5 minus 4 equals 0. Right? It's 4x squared. 4x minus 10x is negative 6x. 1 minus 5 is negative 4. Alright, so factors of 16 with a difference of... Oh, God. Factors of 16. Okay. Can you see that? No, you can't see that at all. 1 and 16, 2 and 8. I think it's going to be 2 and 8. Different signs. Biggest one negative. So we'd have minus 8x plus 2x minus 4 equals 0. Yes, am I doing it out the long way? I did it out the long way earlier. I'm doing it out the long way this time. I'm doing it out the long way. Why? Because I'm bad at doing it out. When a is not equal to 0, or equal to 1, I should say, I struggle it. Wouldn't it be easier with delta? I don't know what that means. So probably, but I don't know what that means. You sound knowledgeable, but I don't know what that means. So we're going to do it the way I know how. Although I'm not opposed to learning a new method, I just don't have it in my... I just don't have the new method right now. So 4x plus 2 or x minus 2 equals 0. Now for the answers, we have to set it equal to 0. So one of the answers is going to be positive 2. The other answer is going to be negative 1/2. The more you have your email or phone verified with Discord that you aren't a bot, you'd have to go into your Discord account settings and verify there. There's just straight up a formula to solve quadratics without thinking. We're not to the we're about to be in the quadratics part, and I'm not good without thinking. I gotta do me the thinks. I gotta do me the thinky thinks. Okay, we got the answer right. It does not say I have to check the answer. Nowhere does it say do I have to check the answer. Oh, it's just checking to make sure it's real. I'm not checking the answer. So the square root property. I don't know what the square root property is. Okay, so let me go look at the question. What page are we on? 15. I don't know what the square root property is. So this is a little tricky. when I don't know what that is. Let me just Google it, I guess. Because I can't solve it if I don't know what it is. Oh, just that if you take the square root of something, it can be positive or negative. Okay. Okay. Okay, I thought that was... Okay. I know what it is, I just didn't know it by name. Alright. I did not know that it was called the square root property. Alright, let's do this. We don't need an equal sign there. Why am I doing this out so long? I don't know. Plus or minus 5. Alright, let's check the next one. Maybe the verify app needs to be sent again. I think too much. What I think is the problem. I think a lot. I do a lot of thinking. I do a lot of thinking right now for sure. I'm getting tired of doing all the thinking actually. Chippy, stop that. You're not supposed to lick your paws. Chat knows this, I know this, we all know this. Don't lick your paws. Okay, my eyes opened up again. I was like, oh no, did my eyes get broken again? Looks like you aren't being handed the role for some reason. Let me message. You can't see this, right? Yeah, okay. Let me message moderator Dan. It's 8-bit Rockman. 8-bit Rockman. Okay. I have messaged the moderator who actually set up the Discord, so... Oh look, there's Axolot. He's looking into it. He's looking into it to see why it's not working. We have somebody on the case. Somebody is actively working on the case, 8-bit. Never fear. The case is being worked on. Alright, but let's move on to the next problem while that gets figured out. (4x minus 1 all squared equals 5. So we're going to take the square root of both sides and get 4x minus 1 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 5. Then we're going to add 1 to both sides and get 4x is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5. And then we're going to divide both sides by 4 and get 1 plus or minus the square root of 5 all over 4. And I think that's the answer. I think it's as simple as that. Yes. It is as simple as that. Alright. 1 plus or minus the square root of 5 all over 4. Yep. That's really hard to read, but it is what it is. Solve using the quadratic formulas. Alright, first thing we gotta do is negative... Or no, it's... b squared minus... Oh god, what is it? No, no, the b squared is inside of it. Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Does that look right? I feel like that's right. It feels right to me. My B's look a little funky, but that's beside the point. Alright, this first problem, they didn't write it in standard form, so we have to rewrite it into standard form first. Done. Standard form has been completed. Funky B? Funky? Time to get funky. Alright, negative B, so negative 1. Oh, negative B, not negative A. Negative 8 plus or minus 64 minus 4ac 12 all over 2. Negative 8 plus or minus the square root 64 minus 12. I'm not in the mood. So 50... Is it 52? No, God, not 52. God, no. Other way. It is 52. Alright. My mental math is still working somehow. Alright, what can we take out of 52? What can we take out? I'm sure it can be reduced in some way, and they want it to be reduced. 52, half of... Does 4 go into 52? Yeah, 4 goes into 52, but how many times? But how many times? I'm trying to do this without a calculator as much as possible. 13 times. "13 times it goes in. Alright, and then we can reduce this one more time to be negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 13. That's what we got. Let's go check that out. Yep, that's good. That's good to go. Okay. Negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 13. We're so close. I'm so tired. It's only been an hour and a half this time. Oh my god. But the problems have been harder, so I think I deserve some credit here. I honestly don't think I need to finish it, but I feel like I should finish it for the sake of the stream. The verification bot is broken on Discord. No! Not the verification bot. Why is he broken? Several users having the same issue. I'll change it over to a new one tonight. Alright, so the problem won't be fixed for a little bit. We'll have to wait until further notice. Please hold for the next available moderator, Dan. I don't know why it's broken, but it's broken. Thank you for bringing it to our attention, though. Otherwise, it would have gone on for who knows how long, and then we would have been... I would have been questioning why nobody's joining my Discord, but it's because the Discord bot's broken. Oh, I erased the formula. What was that? We just got 100 bits. We just got 100 bits. Thank you so much for the bits, MC. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I need to put the pencil down. I need to put the pencil down for a second. Okay. Big stretches. Okay. That was bad. That my spine popped repeatedly. All right, we'll take a drink of water. All right, we take another drink of water. I finished off that water bottle. I have to open up another water bottle. Tippy, no crying. There's no reason to cry. You got food, you got water, you got attention earlier. You don't have attention right this second, but you did get attention earlier. Riot in the streets over Discord. I'm trying to find the where's the problem written down? Okay. And then 1 squared is just 1 plus 4ac. So we're going to have to switch this to a minus sign. Minus, because we have -2 in there. So 4 times 2 is 8 times 3 is 8 times 3 is 24. Oh, my brain. Oh, my brain. It is 24. Why didn't I trust myself? Something seems wrong here. Is the formula? Yeah, I was like, it's supposed to be minus somewhere the sign is messed up. Well, it's because it's minus 4ac. Which means that this is supposed to be plus 4ac. That makes more sense. I'm like, I swear the answer was a round number. Like when we checked the last answer, I caught a glimpse of it. 2a, so 6. One plus or minus 5 all over 6. So we either have 1 plus 5 divided by 6, or we have 1 minus 5 divided by 6, which this one is just 1, 1. And this one is -4, 6, -2/3. Your phone is nearly dead? It's nighttime for me, but thank you, thank you. Have an awesome evening. Get your phone plugged in. You need that for your alarm clock, for waking up. Whether you need to wake up for a specific time or you just don't want to sleep all day, you know, you gotta wake up eventually. I like my days off when I don't have to set an alarm clock and I can just wake up whenever I feel like it. Alright, that one's done. Alright, we got another one. We got one more. And then I don't think I'm going to do that last problem. I'll look at the answer key to it just to see how it's done, but I don't want to do the last one. Negative b, so negative 4 plus or minus b squared is 16 minus 4. I'm just gonna write it out this time. 4 times, where's the problem? Oh, I can do that in my head. It's gonna be 4. It's 20. 20 all over 2a, which is just 2. Alright, so that's negative 4 plus or minus. Hey, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. What do I have wrong? Because they say it works. Did I copy the problem down wrong? You have 3x squared? I had x. I didn't have a. Yeah, I don't have an a. Alright, I think this is another typo. I think we can't solve this problem because they have... Theirs was different than ours. I don't... You want me to solve it with I? I don't want to do that. Alright, let's read this last problem, because I don't actually know how to do this. Find the coordinates of the vertex and the x and the intercepts of the quadratic functions. This function a, b, and c. The vertex occurs at negative b over 2a. I did not know that. Didn't know you... This is algebra. This is algebra. And I'm struggling with it. I did not know that the vertex was at negative b over 2a. I was not aware of this. So the vertex occurs at 0. The vertex of an x-coordinate of... Oh. That's supposed to be a 4. That's a typo. That's supposed to be a 4. The vertex of the x-coordinate of 4. To find the y-coordinate, we evaluate f of 4. Okay, that checks out. I've done calculus. I don't know why I'm struggling with algebra so much, other than the time limit. Other than the fact that I haven't done it in a while. Calculus I like. I like calculus. Calculus is kind of fun. The calculus where you have to revolve things around the axes, that one I struggled with. I struggled with that a lot because I'm very bad at visualizing stuff, and it's like, visualize this shape. What does it look like? I'm like, I have no idea what the shape is. That is a flaw of mine. I cannot visualize the shape. I'm just gonna keep guessing until I get it right. Thank you. But yeah, it's calculus was pretty fun. Calc A was pretty, I smooth sailed through Calc A. Calc B I had a little bit of trouble with. Calculus in higher dimensions is a nightmare because you can't even visualize. Where was I when you were in Calc 1? You were in tutoring every single day? Getting tutoring is good though. Getting tutoring is good. I don't know about every single day. I feel like you might just need a mental break. I feel like you need a day off from doing calculus sometimes. Like, you can do it every day, I guess, but like I would want a day off if I was still learning it. I tutored every single day pretty much, but that tutoring it is different than learning it. And even then, I tutored math every single day, but I tutored different maths every single day. So some days I was tutoring like a remedial math course, and other days I was tutoring Calculus B, and other days I was tutoring Algebra 1. Like, it would just depend on the student that came in that day. Teacher answered all our questions with a question. I do not like that method of teaching. I can agree with that. I don't like when that happens. Just answer the question. I'm trying to learn the material. I'm not trying to have a deep philosophical conversation with you. I'm trying to learn this material from you. Please stop making it difficult to learn from you. I just want to learn the material. I'm here to learn, not to debate, okay? I'm here to learn. Oh, that got me a follow. Thank you so much for the follow, Elite Squid. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the igloo. Okay. Alright, we don't really need to do this last one. If we have to do this last one during tutoring, I'll just have to get the textbook out and learn it with them. Which is a very valid thing that I've done repeatedly, is if there's a question that I don't know how to answer, I'll work with the student to find the answer together. Like, I'll make them do most of the work, of course, but I'm not gonna just sit there and pretend that I know everything. Like, that's... I don't know everything, and I think it's helpful for students to see their tutor struggle sometimes. To see the tutor doesn't know all the answers, but uses her resources to find the answers. Had a 1.4 out of 5 rating on Rate My... Oh, no. No. I would have picked a different professor, but I bet you were stuck with... I had that problem. There was no other professor available. It was the only professor that taught the course. You are late, Metal Gear Dull, but that's okay. It's okay. We forgive you for being late. I started the stream late, too. But it is what it is. Oh, you got Hydra's emotes in there. Look at that. We got Hydra in there. Oh, and you got mine in there too. I'm just skimming through all the emotes that you put in there, and I'm like, ah, you didn't put mine in there today. No, mine's right there. It's just on the second line. Third line. Fourth line? It's a lot of lines down. Many lines. Many, many lines. Alright. Yay! Yay, Metal Gear! Metal Gear here with the emotes. I'm very tired from doing all this math. This math was exhausting. I'd switch over to a game, but I don't want to have to switch the title of my stream and this category and all that fun stuff. So we're gonna call the stream. We're gonna raid out of here. How many people are here right now? 6. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. I don't see why too many people would be here, to be honest. We're just doing a math test. But we're gonna raid out anyways. We're not gonna be a huge raid, but we're gonna be a raid. We're gonna raid Niabi. We're gonna raid Niabi. Thank you for the math. I'm happy to oblige. I've never heard someone thank me for it before. Normally they're like, I guess they thank me, but it's sarcastic thanks. Let's see if we can save my streak here. How much longer do you need me to go to save your streak, Metal Gear? Because you have a pretty impressive streak, don't you? Thank all of your tutors. Well, thank you. Thank you. It's a 32 streak. That is a pretty impressive streak, but I am very tired. Ba ba da da Ba 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 ba. Why can't we do a 24-hour stream? Absolutely not. I will never do a 24-hour stream. I am not about that life. I've seen people do them. I know about them. I know that they're popular and like they get like lots of subs and follows and all that fun stuff for being so dedicated to streaming. I'm not that dedicated to streaming. I am what we call a hobby streamer. I stream for the funs of it. I don't stream for 24-hour streams. It's not me. That's not what I'm about. I want to have fun while I'm streaming, not be struggling while I'm streaming. Although I did struggle with this math. I did struggle with the math a little bit. But we got it done pretty much. Alright, here we go. Let's start the raid. I still haven't started the raid because I was waiting for Metal Gear, but we're gonna start the raid now. We're gonna go raid Niabi. It's gonna be a great time. She's gonna be like, oh, welcome in everybody, I'm Niabi. That's what she's gonna do. Alright, and she's playing, I was audio note only. I just noticed this is actual math. Okay, bye-bye. Alright, you got your streak? Alright, that's perfect. We're gonna go do a raid. Thank you all so much for coming to today's second stream. The second stream of today. The first stream, people kept popping in. I don't know what that was all about. But we got today's stream, second stream of the day. We're good to go. Alright, thank you so much for coming. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.